What is your name, please?
I'm Ron Batiste, Eric. I'm from Pasadena, California, and I'm past president of the California African American Genealogical Association.
Okay, now tell me, is this your first time coming to Fort Wayne?
This is my first time coming to Fort Wayne, but I've heard about the library and the work Kurt Richard's been doing for several years, so I'm sort of excited about coming.
So was anything exaggerated from what you've heard, or what have you experienced that was close to what you were told about the place?
Well, I haven't had a chance to get over to the library yet, but being here at the initial meet and greet, is when I call it the opening reception, I've had a chance to see a lot of good researchers that I haven't seen for a few years. The number of people that have come and the quality of the people that have come are really great. I mean, there are some magnificent researchers in this room.
You know, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 15, 18 years. It started with one of my daughter's class projects, and she got an A, and she kept going, and I kept on with the project, and still not finished. But
so what is it about all this here that holds your attention and keeps your enthusiasm up like this?
Well, my resolution for this year and next year is to find either the first American or the last African, depending on how you want to look at it. And I'm getting closer every year with every generation. I'm back 6 generations now. I've got someone born here in the States in Virginia in 1804. So the next person has to be either the first or the last. And you always want that thrill, that challenge. It's a puzzle. What did your ancestors do? How did they survive? I was down in Atlanta before I came up here looking at the records of Atlanta University, now it's Clark Atlanta, looking at what my great-great-grandfather's sister and her husband had to go through to get an education. It's just the things that they did for us, we can never repay them, never.
So, you know, when you first, what besides your daughter, I mean, were you inspired at all by Alex Haley and his Roots show?
No, 'cause actually, I had been collecting information from my mom and families, not in an organized fashion, even before Alex's book came out. So when her project came up, it was fairly easy to do. But then I started looking at gaps. There was a gap here and a gap there. Let me fill this in and fill that in, and you just keep going.
But you know, did you have any prior experience of research before you got involved with this?
Oh yeah, I used to be a reporter, writer for a couple of newspapers in the West, so I'm used to that kind of research and writing, yes.
So, you know, for a person that's just now starting out and doing their research, you know, sometimes they get frustrated, you know, when they begin because they can't go from now to BC, you know, in one day.
You really have to find a good group, and there are a lot of national and local societies around. Don't let the names or the membership bother you. Learn research techniques because they'll help you all, no matter what you're researching. And you're going to be surprised sometimes the things you think you're researching, you really aren't.
So you're saying that it's better to join a group as opposed to going at it alone?
Yes. Oh yeah, infinitely. I spent about a year going it alone, even after the project. Then I found CAGs, and it made everything so much easier. And I learned a lot of things, how to research. That's a class of records that I never would have learned otherwise.
So for somebody who's been procrastinating about getting started, what do you want to tell them about how you begin?
Get a pedigree chart, fill it out, and then call a local society and get started. That's how you do it. And go down, get ready to go out and crank the microfilm and look at old papers and just keep at it. Get a regimen, a research regimen, and stay with it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.